Hello, I'm AndreasG and welcome to Titans Academy. In this video we're going to take a look at Buildorder, and the one in particular I'm going to show you here is the most used Buildorder at the moment in the pro scene. Most of the good players use this as a base of their build, and it is with the build orders like the foundation of a house. It doesn't make the house any better, doesn't make it look better, doesn't make it more luxurious, but it is a foundation, so it still has to be there. A house without the foundation will fall, right? And it's the same with you and PA. And if you don't have the foundation, your play will fall together, but this builder is not going to make a great player, but it's going to give you that foundation to build upon to potentially be a great player. So it's more like it's something you can lack of, and therefore it's going to give you a bigger disadvantage. But then again, it's just a build order. So, but still, this is something you should look for. So you spawn a bit away from a metal spot on this particular map. This would be a nice spot. We are gonna start by building a bot factory first, and that is crucial because of combat fabbers. So right next to your first mexes in this area or so, you are gonna build a bot factory. And what's important here is that the first fabbers coming out here got a short route to the first mexes, and then further out for expansion. So this one first is very important, and what you're going to queue up here is first you hold down control. So this is like before your endless queue, and you build first 2 fabber bots. Those will be at the end, of course, because this is how it works. Then 1 stitch, a combat fabber. This one is supposed to reclaim the commander. Then another fabber. And the build queue will, since you hold control, will flip that around to build 1 fabber, 1 stitch, and then 2 more fabbers. And after that, you build endless amounts of docks, and you put that on endless queue down here, which I in particular have a hotkey for. But there you go. So this is what your bot factory is going to do. Your first fabber is going to expand, take most amount of metal as possible. Second fabber is going to do the same. You can either assist the first one or go grab more metal, and the third fabber is going to do the same as well. So after you queued up this bot factory, you want to move on to a energy, and this one in particular is to power your stitch. Let's get that one down and resume the game here. So here you see our queue here is done. So after that, you are going to queue up a air factory. And why air factory, you might ask, and that's because we are crucial. In this game, it's crucial with intelligence, and this first air factory is going to give you very, very good information about your opponent's base, what he's up to, as well as his expanding fabber, which will be very important when you want to figure out what approach to do, what factories to go for to counter his build, but also to try and pick up his early fabbers, which is out expanding. And if you can pick up his early fabbers, then it's going to delay his expansion significantly. And that's very, very important, because that can give you an edge you can just hold for the rest of the game. Say you see first fabbers out, take that, queue up metal, queue up more metal, queue up more metal. Like, just make a long queue for this fabber. Just send him out, just do different stuff. He might not survive, you don't know, but then you can let this guy be for a bit. You can even hotkey him to 3 if you want to. Out comes the first combat fabber here. That one you set to reclaim the commander like that. So this gives economy to you. It gives you 30 economy every tick, directly taken from your commander, and it drains his health. So what's important is that if you're floating metal, then you stop reclaiming that commander, because if you do so, you are taking energy, putting it into metal that you don't use, and your commander is taking damage, which is very, very bad. So to avoid this, we put this one on hotkey 2. You can either click here or control 2. That will give it down here. I got to pause so you want to see it, and that way when you click 2 here, you see the selection goes on it. And there's this button here, energy orders. You can shut out the energy if that is needed, if you're wasting. metal over here. So out of the first air factory here, we're gonna get 1 or 2 firefly. On this map is pretty big, so I want to go 2 fireflies, and I want to get a ratio of hummingbirds and bombers. Depending on how heavy air you want to go, you want to have less bombers and more fighters if you go little air. And if you plan on going heavy air, then you would want a bit more bombers to make that count early on if you think you're going to have the air superiority. That's important. This one also put it on endless mode. The firebirds, they are fireflies, they are control clicked out, so they are not going to endless build. But the hummingbird and bumblebees are going to do so. And while all this is happening, you have to queue up more energy with your commander. 3 to be particular. Let's just unpause here so we see what's going on like this. Because you have gone pretty little energy out of the opening and you're using Stitch and 3 fabrics eventually. It's important to have a lot of energy. And this is the foundation of the opening build. After this, you can transition into whatever strategy you wanna go. So air, bot, tank, whichever one, dependent on what you like and what your opponent does. Let's just play this out a bit first. Scout, send it over towards your enemy, hotkey it to 4 for instance. Faber out, I'm gonna send this one to assist. This one and hotkey that at 3. We can toggle between this one. Let's put it on hotkey 6. Send it over here. It's gonna try to expand. You see we can get it under control pretty fast. Back to the base with 1, another Faber. Send it out on a mission to get more metal. Maybe queue up some radar, some anti-air, some turrets, whatever you want to. What's important now is that you have built your 3 Fabers. You are gonna have doxes coming out. These doxes are in the opening, going to be crucial to protect your Fabers. So to have a couple here and a couple here to protect against boombots, etc. But except from that, you can use them to attack your opponent. So just send them out on raids. You can put this rally point wherever you want to. And another crucial thing is that you see here the first bomber is coming out. This one you're going to use to try and pick off potential expanding Fabers from your opponent that you scout with your air. That is very good. So you wonder, what is the commander supposed to do now? And that depends on the map size in particular, but also what your opponent is doing. If the map size is medium sized, I would suggest going a bot factory or a lob to get more raiding units out there. Very important. If the map is small, I would suggest getting a tank factory out so you can get more firepower. The reason when the map is bigger I don't necessarily want to do this is because levelers. So when your troops finally reach your opponent base, they can have levelers. They basically make them redundant, and you've used a lot of energy and resources and time to get them there. On a big map like this, or so, I would suggest going another air factory. Gonna give you a lot of air control and a lot of raiding capabilities, and whatever comes your way early game is mostly going to be docks, which you can successfully defend against with air, so that's very crucial. What's also very crucial is that when your commander reaches this third base, this third factory, you can build out more Fabers. So I would wait until the third factory is done. If this is a vehicle factory, I would build out 1 or 2 vehicle Fabers to build a line of power somewhere that later transforms into tier 2. And if it's an air or a bot factory, I would build it out of the bot factory. So what's important is that you either build a lot of energy with your commander or do so with your factories. So that is the basic stuff of this opening. This one should be a very, very reliable opening as showed by professional players. Use this one quite a bit as a foundation for creativity. It's a foundation of a good game. You got the good elements of doxes, fast raiding units, and air, fast information, and raiders. So let's try to play through this, shall we? To show what it looks like when I don't pause, okay? Play from here, yes.
Commander health restored.
So we're just waiting for the ComReclaim to give us this game. Might take a little while. In the meantime, we can enjoy this beautiful music, eh? Gotta love it. Okay. Resume. I'm just gonna pause it. Guess we want to clear this build order. Queue up the energy. Where do I have you? Queue up the air factory. 3 energy plants. Out of here. 2, 1, 1. And then those. Continuous build. Hotkey over here. See the queue is out. You can place the 3rd factory if you want to. I'm not going to do that at the moment. What's important is you queue out. I could do that. Is that you queue out stuff for the commander so it doesn't become idle. Then we're gonna queue up stuff for this Faber here. Whatever you want to do. Hotkey that to 3. Out comes the Combat Faber. You hook it 2, very important. Queue up a bit for this one, endless build like that. Out comes another Faber soon. You got to queue up something with your commander now. Maybe queue up some more like this factory. Out with the 1st scouter. Hook it to 5 to find it fast. The other one, hook it to 6, find fast. Down. 2nd Faber's out. Up out there. This one. Let's go expand. Here, 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 here. Just expand whatever you want to. Remember to defend. Docks us out. Defend the different expanding Fabers. Let's see what our Fabers expanding. What is it called again? Fireflies is up to. Oh, we see he's going a Faber over here. You don't see it because it's an idle AI. But let's say he's going a Faber over there. Out comes the bomber. Guess what? We're going to send that bomber over here. Hook it to 7 for this one. That way we can find it fast. We have to scout for his factories, of course. We see what he got here now. This is very important. Oh, he does not have ear yet. That means our bomber is not going to meet any opponents when it tries to raid. That means we just have to pay too much attention to it. Oh, he does have ear. Let's protect this Faber with fighters. Maybe stay out of it a little bit. Over here again, queue up more from the factory. Our commander is being busy. Oh, we're almost wasting on energy. Hockey 2. Almost wasting metal hockey 2. Turn off the power from this combat Faber. It's not an issue anymore. So this is the basics for your opening. So take this, develop it, do what you want with it. It's pretty hard to get used to maybe, but if you practice it a bit, then it will become natural. And a good help is to get hotkeys as I'm using here. It's a little bit fiddly because it's new to these hotkeys are new to me. I had difference before, but when you get used to it, it's absolutely amazing. Last thing I want to say to you is that maybe go tier 2 after 6, 7, 8 factories. That's usually a good strategy to. This is what I'm gonna end this note on. So this has been build orders, or build order in particular, the most popular build order at the time with AndreasG. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you had a good time. And more episodes from Titan Academy will happen later on the later stage. So I hope you stay tuned for that. So I'm signing out. Have a very, very good day.